have overinvested by a lot. Can devs do something?
You don't think about tomorrow. You don't drink off all your sorrows. All the things you love aren't hollow. And when I'm next to you, when I'm next to you, I feel like there's no tomorrow. Wherever you go, I follow. Give you something that's not hollow. When I'm next to you, when I'm next to you.
Is this your homework, Larry?
See what happens, Larry? When I'm next to you.
Have a good time with your Bitcoin, your crypto, and everything else that you're playing with.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Sunday evening stream. We are in Power Hour. We have 16 minutes and change until the weekly and daily candle close. This is when we typically congregate here to evaluate the week and maybe what's to come. And like clockwork, I mean, as soon as U.S. futures opened, I mean, they began to violently sell Bitcoin. Violently as in, oh, we were flat on the day, now we're down $2,000, down nearly 2%. Altcoins obviously getting hit a lot harder. But, you know, that's kind of how things are. That diamond continued flat after, so it probably wasn't a diamond. But there's a demand line here. There's a horizontal line support resistance. Been tested a few times. Remember? January 6th. Remember? December 12th. It was the highest 4-hour candle close and 12-hour candle close ever back in December. Early December. And so that's where we are. Like breaking that, you got a good chance of seeing 100K, 99K and change. So this is about it. That's about all you got left for another few $1,000 markdown, which still wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Would not be the end of the world at all. But disappointing. When we had, what was it? Yeah, you had 7 out of 8 days of testing the old highest candle closes ever, and just yesterday no attempt again, and now just rolling over. So that happens, falling back below the bullish control zone threshold, right? Clearly back in neutral territory. Ugh, come on, man, what a joke. All right, so I don't think it's really the story of Bitcoin as much as it is these altcoins, where I was called literally toxic in negative. We had about 2,000 people watching when Trump signed the executive order, and we were just talking about altcoins were just not quite at the reasonable levels for the value longs, the value swing trades. And yeah, people were like burning me at the stake. And just like, they're just not. Like, you going long after 300% runs, and they're just sitting at 50% 618s sideways. That's just not the best area to long. It's not going to be, no matter what words you call me. And let's wait for them to get a little lower. And I think maybe, you know, with Bitcoin doing what it's doing, we're going to hopefully get there. I mean, some of these alts getting smacked down pretty hard. Not too crazy. But just imagine if Bitcoin was to just go to 100K again, because you're ping-ponging in between 100K, 106K since the 17th. I mean, they would be way lower. Oh my God. You know what's really sad? Before we go to Bitcoin dominance, chat, before this sell-off began, we were going to do it. We were about to put in the highest weekly candle close in human history. It was ours. And
then, just like that,
no more. No more history in 13 minutes. Let's look at it. We had it, man. It was ours. God. Now it's going to be the second highest weekly candle close ever. If we're, I mean, like, you know, what did they dump it do below 1011? Then we're not going to be making the second highest ever, but seems if it all stabilizes, we stay around this level, buyers kind of defend this level for the next 13 minutes, we'll be all right for a silver medal. Puke.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
So that's this is your weekly. The last time you look at the weekly again before this candle is cemented in time forever. Double tap. Man bun double top's gonna be coming here. Just imagine him, Bobo. He's sitting between these two highs. I hope that's not it. That would be just brutal if they did it like that. I mean, I would hope at least, you know, we'd be able to see what'll happen is they'll when they attempt rallies and they make high double tops, they'll typically exceed the all-time high. They'll take it to a 1272, 113, 116, 120 would be a 1618 from this high to low. And they didn't even. They just kind of, oh man, barely broke all-time highs and just completely pulled back. And so off those highs from this week when we made all-time highs, but it was like a week ago. I mean, Bitcoin's down nearly 6% off a fresh all-time high. So, okay, it's cool. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance real quick. All right, Bitcoin dominance going for its highest daily candle close of 2025, highest close since December 21st. All right, so going over a month high, and those, that kind of looks like Nvidia a little bit locally. But yeah, I mean, if this is continuing to rise like this, you know what? If Bitcoin's pulling back with this thing rising, that means altcoins are getting murdered. You know, like, oh, Bitcoin's down 2%. Oh, they're down 5 to 10%. So I guess they're soon to be testing 60% again, which was the multi-year target anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of V-shape and key levels confirmed as support, and now you're running again. Okay, so I hope it's more like, all right, Bitcoin pivots here at 103, no big deal. We just put in another higher low, and then we're just liquidating scrubs from this weekend, and we're running back to 106.875. And Bitcoin dominance continues to rise because it's just outperforming everything. Okay, that'd be great. I'd like Bitcoin dominance to be in that context, not, oh, it's rallying because Bitcoin itself is dumping, and therefore alts are dumping way worse. Oh, excuse me. Had a late night last night. Went to Gecko. Well, yeah, Venom. I mean, MicroStrategy, I don't know who's going to buy it now. I just don't know. I don't know how it goes higher. With Bitcoin chopping like this, man, if Bitcoin just goes sideways like this, like, MicroStrategy is going to get cooked. So anyway, let's look at Bitcoin futures. A little delayed on my side, but whatever. Let's just look at the rooftop. They gave us a chimney, but the chimney did not blow the roof off. Yeah, that's all we got, man. We just got a double tap. Yep, down 2%, $2,200 on the new week, and this is all happening. All of this is like the major 1618 fib extension. I would love to get separated from this thing eventually, but we can't. You know, we tested the first time ever really December 5th, and it's just been flirtation, reversal, up thrusting, and now we're falling back below it. It's like, man, this level is so real. But yeah, like, why can we not just have a nice little, you know? Why not, man? Why not? Too windy, I guess, right? The wind, it's just too much wind. But hopefully, you know, that'd be great. I'm just screwing around here, okay? But yeah, falling below support. You really don't want to fall below 103, I don't think. I mean, that's a swing high. I mean, that's definitely a level. That's what's marked here on the 4 hour, as you can see. 102.5 to 103. It's definitely real. It's like a midpoint between the two major, like the major range is 99K to 108, but the midpoint between is the 102.5 to 103. So it's like a heart line of a, you know, sideways, like a rectangle kind of. All right. Well,
since we started out on BitConf, let's go further into crypto.
Thank you, Maxine. We'll do that. Ethereum down 2.3%. Look what they did, man. They couldn't do it. An alert here, just in case. No alert was heard this weekend at all. None of them. So they're just hitting a supply line again, and their supply at a supply line. Going on a bearish engulfing candle, going for like maybe the lowest daily close since January 19th. Coming back down to this 32.14 level. If they don't hold it, it's an easy $3,000 Ethereum target. Easy. So they've done nothing really of substance here, right? And it's just chop zone, like not really tradable. If you want to take a long, there's nothing to do. There's no forms of confirmation. They're trying to hold this level. It's like, good luck. I mean, that's probably gonna get violated even if they hold it. So there's nothing to do as a swing trader on Ethereum, even if it was to go up next, right? You can go to the slot machine, you can pull the lever, and you can win. Sure. But you don't want to play the numbers game. I'm telling you, you want to have a framework. So every time you're taking a chance on an asset, you have an edge. And if you don't have an edge, you don't long it. So Bitcoin lows of the day, chat. Very, very bad. Throw the dang towel. Apollo Creed is twitching. Bitcoin is breaking supports. Testing, breaking a demand line, of course, as you can see. going back to January 19th, but now attempting to break that midpoint of the range between 99K and 108. So we'll just scale in, give you that live price action. So it's, interesting that Ethereum's only down 2.5%. It should be down 5%, right? All right, break-in support. Bitcoin currently trading at its lowest price since the 23rd, 3 days ago, whatever. But it doesn't look like we're going to be as fortunate this time around on the test that's not even happening. They tested it already, and the selling's coming back in. Do we need to look at Ethereum to Bitcoin? Because, oh man, maybe, dude, it's sideways. It's not making the lowest lows yet. Well, just give it time, Junior. The deep crab's there. Yeah, they're holding 3 million sats right now. Sure they are. Where's that? I mean, it's not even really a big level. One time, 2018. All right. Okay, well, who's to say they can't? Look, dude, they could still pivot it here, and someone would be like, dude, you said Ethereum was going to Bitcoin's going low, and then it just makes the lowest sign, rolls over later. Like, who cares if it outperforms short term? It does that. How many times does it go into little bear market scrub rallies? All the time, man. So if they do it again, it doesn't mean the trend's changing. All right, chat. Bitcoin lows of day. 102.490. We have 4 minutes and change to the weekly close. Still trying to go for the second highest weekly candle close ever, but dang, man, you dumped much more. I mean, I think it's at 101.2. You're screwed. We're not making it, but yeah, you'll probably will make the second. Ugh, gross.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
All right, so let's go to XRP, third largest crypto. Down 2.67%, really not that big of a deal, right? Not too bad, not violating levels. They just couldn't break it. And if you go to lesser time scales, it doesn't look that great locally. Like, okay, they could draw this thing down to 273 again. I mean, did it go down to 230 and be fine, really? Long-term uptrend, but yeah, looks a little cooked right here on the 4 hour. That's kind of cooked, right? There's just so much distribution. We were discussing the weakness. I know, call me toxic. 3 days ago, when I was talking about the weakness and the inability from buyers to retest key levels after they already tested it, that's a sign of weakness. They sold it off like another lower high and just dumping and now going for your lowest 4 hour candle close since the 19th. That's a sign of weakness right there. Despite how toxic you want to call me or negative, or I don't really give a crap. These words y'all call me, dude, it's unreal. Just for identifying price action and understanding, like, hey, are the best long setups after an asset just had a stupid rally? No, they're not the best setups. Even if they're continuation momentum trades, they're still weaker than value trades. Value trade would be XRP coming down to like 247 and completing an M shape or something that we could identify. That would be value. Up here, la land. Hey man, congrats if it keeps going. That's awesome. Long-term holders rejoice, but for a swing trader, kind of just not a spot, like not a good place to be. Same with Solana too. Solana was actually like, hey, short trade setup. Look at this bearish price action we were getting right here. Look at this 259.90. Unreal, man. Like, do you know what this is? 259.90 is the 2021 cycle top. Look how they upthrusted twice, 1 and 2, both thrice. 3 times after the buying climax, all lower than the highest high, right? So that indicated less market participants involved in this asset than we saw January 19th. And then they sold off, and look at this. 4, 8, 12 hours. Was that 12? 16 hours of perfect bearish back tests. So the upthrust and the back test of upthrust. Very powerful technical indicator. Flip it over. Spring back test of spring. Now running. And Solana dumping really hard, down over 6% now. Going for the lowest close since the 21st, whatever, But like, hey, 221, 215. Think about an M shape. Wow, an XABC C to D wave coming down to like 190 would be amazing. you'd have a real opportunity for a good harmonic trade setup down there if you were lucky enough to get it. You just would. I mean, it will be interesting to see what kind of, if we can get down to 208, 221, how the price will correlate to those big levels from history. But that's brutal. But that is beautiful price action. Okay, that's the stuff what dreams are made of. Whether you look at it as a bullish way, it doesn't matter if it's bullish or bearish, man.
Is there a deep crab on the daily SQQQ?
What's up, Seether? Thank you, dude, for the 25. Oh, yeah? Are you looking for a reaction? I mean, maybe. Dude, it's just like... Look, I was thinking about this weekend. It's like, hey, look, Amazon made all-time highs, and right, Google's up against 200, and Nvidia, you know, rallied, and now it's dumping again. It's just like, there's still no value. There's still no like great argument for major upside potential on those assets. So that's, what are those assets? Oh, they're market drivers. So that's not really great for the collective market. And there it is, chat. There it is. That is your weekly and daily closes. Go back to Bitcoin real quick. The weekly. Jesus chimes. Your second highest daily candle close ever confirmed. And that's it. Bullish engulfing candle. Caught a follow through candle, which is good, I guess. But extremely disappointing. When we were just hour and a half ago, maybe, yeah, an hour and a half ago, we were like, dude, we're going to make all-time highs on the close. It might happen. And then, not going to happen. And look what just happened on the 4 hour. That zone was kind of broken. It's kind of being tested as resistance right now. Oh, man. So there you go. It's a good idea why you shouldn't have expectations about where assets are going next, because you could be disappointed. But you know, the good thing about knowing what value is and what premium is good. You know, it's never, you're never gonna have a good setup, a good, real, valuable trade setup with good upside potential, minimal downside potential up at levels like this. Uniswap getting wrecked. Remember, this is the one where I was on this, and this is where I was called toxic. This is the one where people were like virtually cursing me out on stream, the executive order day. Uniswap. Remember this structure, how effing beautiful it looked, and how we were trading below the key inflection point? And look at it. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since November 26th. Multi-month lows. Let's send it on down to way lower levels, please. And I would go with this as the X point. So an 886, the best level to get to would be like $6.50, $7. That would be amazing to get down there. Look, they've already broken support resistance from May of last year. They're below that now. So it just, even if it was to rally here, man, it's just, what are you going to do? Like, you have no framework that implies that reversal is coming right now. You just don't. Okay. So you spend enough time in this market and you know, oh, okay, well, this is a low risk opportunity, high reward opportunity. And then, unfortunately, assets run, and then they go through buying climaxes, and then time goes by, they dump, they make lower highs, they keep making lower highs, they sideways consolidation. It's just like, well, clearly market participants are trying, but they're getting nowhere. And eventually those market participants, those buyers will relent, the sellers will take over, and we will get a deeper retrace. And we're going for it, man. At least Uniswap. And I think like other ones too. So we can go back and look at like, what did Ethereum look like on the weekly? How was its close? Weekly close, nothing burger, big old nothing burger. It is interesting above 28.76, right? That means like, okay, Ethereum, thing about it is why it's like just not great for a swing trade. It could lose like 9 to 10% of its value and still be at an interesting level. Like, dang, man, you get down at these levels enough, it's like, oh, is that like a Momo shift? They keep testing. They already done it once, but you know, log scale, we look at this one in log, and still contained within that price contraction. Price contraction represented by trend lines that converge equally with an apex. And we are deep in that apex, are we not? So anything about, like, you know, what I'm saying is, right, we want a swing trade to be like, all right, you're longing extremely close to the optimum entry with the best setup, or the best stop loss. And unfortunately, where Ethereum is right now on like the daily, it could lose 10% of its value and it would be at like the optimum entry. So it's hard to be like, okay, I want to long an asset that has 10% downside now, right? You could layer in, you know, whatever small amounts, but the optimum entry level would probably be 2,800 to 2,900. And then hopefully we'd get a positive test there. But if not, whatever. But either way, man, yeah, I think like give it enough time. Ethereum's probably going to see all-time highs. I don't know how long it's going to take, but you would think the probability is getting elevated of resolution, whether it breaks up or down next. We're getting there. And it's nice to be above the 200-week moving average, all that. It's just, man, the short term's really tough, okay? Very tough on the short term. Yeah, I think if you're holding Ethereum, like, long term, you'll probably be okay. Same with all of them, really. I mean, you know, the big ones. Okay, so on the new day, new week, Bitcoin's up $427. Let's go, dude. So let's recap. I mean, like, you know, we kind of closed at it. Let's get back above everything. Let's get above 103.55. And it was all a bad dream, right? And we're going to continue to ascend, and we're going to be at all-time highs before you know it, right? Let's hope. I just hope it's a higher low. It's the chop zone, though, man. Like, it's really tough here. Like, there are times when there are great opportunities for swing trades, and there are other times where it's like, just don't get chopped up. Okay, how did Solana close on the week? Look at that nasty daily bearish engulfing candle. Yikes, man. And like that same thing before we go the weekly on it. It's just, dude. Right here. Like, it's so perfect. You see it? Get rid of this real quick. It's perfect. And they were just like testing and testing and testing, and then the lowest daily candle close since January 17th.
Puts, butterfly your calls. Jerome Powell has you by the balls.
Bonos, thanks for the 690. Old Jerome, dude, thank you. Well, the long-term holders win, really, right? Oh, if you just like held Bitcoin long-term, you win. You know, when you try to get cute with it, it's tough. I mean, really was 60K to 62K was like a real interesting level to, you know, decide on going long again with a good stop loss below 58.5. And since then, it's just kind of been like, how do you even manage your risk? Because, you know, Bitcoin goes to 100K again, who cares? Bitcoin goes to 92K again, who cares if you're long term? But, man, yeah. Up here, these are just more neutral structures, diamonds and triangles, price contraction. It's neutral. It's flipping coins. We're looking for like, oh, wow, there's a 65, 70% chance that we're going to have positive resolution. So going to the weekly on this. How did the weekly close? You know, not really bad. Not really bad at all. Look at the engulfing candle and just indecision candle. Really not the worst thing in the world. Okay. It's not. The weekly is like, what if we just engulf this week? We just break through everything. If they hold this 103, that's going to happen. So I'm hoping. But I just, right, what we look for, you know what we look for here. And it's just, crypto's just at a point where you kind of had those and they played out, and now we're just in a way more neutral environment for the swing trader to be able to like create arguments with minimal losses, with max upside. We have like just nebulous upside. Because are they going to break resistance? Yeah, maybe. If they break resistance, unlimited upside. 328, 364, 415. We just don't know if they're going to do that, or they're like, oh, well, we're just confirming a top here. One high, second time failure, right? Like, we just don't know. We don't act like we know. So those are just not the best environments for the swing trader. XRP, how'd it close this week? Dude, I mean, despite anything you want to say, all right? Jesus chimes for XRP doing what no other crypto of large market cap is doing. All-time highs on the close. Despite the disappointing pullback. It's nice, man. Fantastic. Congratulations. It's a huge deal. So let's run back up to 332 again and break it. But I mean, it's just like, okay, if you're a swing trader, right, and you're trying to abide by the framework, what can you do on XRP? You can't do anything on XRP. You're just, I'm a long-term holder of XRP. All right, man. Just making sure you know that's what you are. You do not have an edge. You're not longing double bottoms and spring back tests and three rising valleys. You're just long-term holder, and that's fine, man. Just know it's not swing trading. And that's kind of what we are. We are like a swing trader community. But fantastic performance. Absolutely incredible all-time high close right there. Super proud of that because, again, Bitcoin didn't do that. Got close, but didn't. Solana didn't do that. Ethereum certainly didn't do that. BNB did not do that. It's just the lone XRP candle close weekly all-time high. Okay. Yeah, like there's no good entries on the big ones because they haven't retraced at all, really, which is fine. Let's go to BNB real quick. Like BNB, you look at it, it's like you're just up here. Okay, spring back test. My God, December 2023. Remember the inverse head and shoulders? They broke it, then they recaptured, they reconfirmed. It's there. We talked about this. That structure was identified. All of it, and from there, look at it. But now you're up against resistance. You've attempted once, big sell-off, a second attempt here, and it's like, it's just not as good of a swing trade. But dude, for long term, like, what if they hold? They did hold it. I mean, it was a bad close, a really bad close. My God, lowest weekly candle close on BNB since December 16th. So the lowest weekly close of 2025. But look, I mean, if you look back at the candle high close from May of 2021 and the price action you saw in November 2021, you closed above it technically. Nice. So you're not dead yet. It's just, and you're coming off of a run that started in August. So again, what we try to find here are these. Oh man, like look at they failed to break down. That right there is 70% chance plus of positive resolution, like recapturing levels, the spring back test. And we're just up here, and it's like, dude, I hope it holds. That'd be awesome. I'm a crypto fan, man. I'm a fan of Bitcoin. All right, so I want these things to go higher. I mean, I own Bitcoin long term. It's just there's swing trading, and then there's like holding crypto long term without an edge. We're kind of at like, okay, you don't really have much of an edge here, but none. So BNB's weekly, cool, nothing really standing out here. Good at how Doge closed on the weekly. That wasn't good at all. Oh my God. What, are you kidding me? Closed at the lowest low of the week? Closed below the entire inflection zone? Look, man, this isn't my opinion, okay? Like, people are like, dude, what's your opinion? Look, man, it was the market participants decided this was the top in August 2021. That is the major reversal. Then they did it again in October same year. That's the point. That's the inflection point. If you're trading below it now, and you like close the week below it, which is like brutal. And look, if you don't get any positive price action this week, you're showing your first level of negative momentum on the weekly since October. So hopefully they can recapture this entire zone. Otherwise, hands off. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, it's better when these assets dump and lose 88% of their value from the previous lows to highs. It just is. Like, that's where the good swing trades are going to be. I can't help that they're not there yet. This is where it is. The 200 moving average down there, key inflection points down there, value perceived areas down there. Though it may never get down there, it's just how it is. Okay. So Doge and how's Cardano doing? Another disgusting candle. It's not dead yet, right? Like, the cutoff for this one completely is below 89.5 cents. But dude, that was brutal. Closed at the lows of the week, man. Put in a high, you're now putting in a lower high than this high. And so I mean, like, even if you didn't get it, man, this would be pristine. That right there, because then you'd have, technically, I bet Scott Carney just, think, what would Scott Carney say? Scott Carney would be like, dude, this would be the type 2 of this. This was the type 1, right? Because you can't see there's no discernible peak that gives you second valley. So coming down here would be like, oh, type 2 return of Cardano. But then you'd have your own M shape, and then you could get like a type 2 of this M shape too. Like, and it would just make awesome sense for long, but you don't have it. You may never get it. I'm just telling you like what we would look for, what we would covet, not what's going to happen. But yeah, up here, you got a chance for glory until you fall below 89 cents, and then it's done. Then it's like you have a huge argument to not own Cardano at that point. So you're alive. You're not dead yet. All right. Anyone got anything to say? Okay, because I was getting called names 3 days ago about just being like, hey man, look, all right, it's not really going anywhere. Bearish divergence. This, like, why are these highs all pathetic? You can't, you're stalling out. Back to entry, really, right around it. Other ones like, let's just look at like Filecoin. Like, I mean, they're holding on. They're trying. See, that was the lowest daily candle close confirmed on Filecoin since December 22nd, just 15 minutes ago, roughly. Beautifully young man. Dude, I'm not very young. I used to be young when I started streaming. Really young when I started trading, but yeah, I'm getting up there in the years, man. Become an old man now. So I just like, wow, really a tough argument here to how you look at. All right, so this is how you know it's not good. You had such impeccable bullish divergence, okay, at a key support. And you know what happened? This happened. That is all you got. That's all you got off some extremely powerful bullish divergence on the daily. The lowest high of correction. And now you've just rolled back over and made the lowest low, again, since December, the lowest close of 2025. And so it's like you would, even if maybe it does hold here and rally, man. I'm not trying to act like I know where we're going next, but I tell you, if you wanted the most optimum setup for an altcoin, you want it to lose 88% of its value. You just freaking do, man. I don't make the rules. You want Filecoin to lose from where it is right now. You want it to lose another 21% of its value. You just do. That's what you want. You may not get it. So really hard to be like, all right, fresh trade setups on all scam coins. How about GRT? Same situation, man. What did it just do? Well, it just happened. This 4 days in a row now of the lowest close of 2025. So you're streaking. Now you're back testing the 200 moving average as resistance. I mean, not too much further to go till you're getting to that completion zone of the M shape, which is like 15.6 cents. Yeah. How about Chainlink? It's hanging in there a heck of a lot better than the rest. There's something different going on this one. But it certainly has, stalled out up here. But, man, really strong compared to a lot. So, wow, they can't do much to this at all. Impressive. I'm impressed with Chainlink right now. Okay. So it's not doing the whole 8. If, you know, if this was like all the rest, it'd be down here. You know, it'd be like 13 bucks. Getting ready to hit an 886. Okay. But Litecoin, it's a nasty bearish engulfing candle. But anything above 105 is great. Yep, that's your line in the sand on Litecoin. You don't want to see the price fall below 105. Yeah. This is not too bad, man. I mean, it's maybe confirmed to top, but yeah, you're safe above 105. They've got lines in the sand, like Cardano and Litecoin, lines in the sand. Doge had a line in the sand too, and you're currently below it. Filecoin line in the sand, you're kind of below it right now. Hopefully they recapture it soon, and it was all a bad dream, it was just a fake out. But as you can see on the new day, what they're just doing on Bitcoin, right? If you look above my head, that old demand line, 3 touches. It was broken on the last 4-hour close. Now they're formally testing it and the horizontal line resistance and resistance. It's kind of a bearish form of confirmation ongoing in real time. Hopefully it's not going to be like this and we just pump and we're breaking back above 104, 105 like it was nothing by, you know, market open tomorrow. But that's all you got going on Bitcoin right now, okay? Ugh. Yeah, not fun times. Fun times were like September to early November, when structures that took an entire year to develop had developed and matured, and they were just sitting there at those wonderful pristine entries, those bullish back test of key levels from 2018 and 19. Man, holy crap, they were there. And now here we are, everything played out, and it's just the opportunity is just not there like it had been. And that's how these markets work. That's why I always make that comet analogy. Like an edge sometimes takes a very long time to develop. How about VeChain? Wasn't it going to do things? So sideways, man. So choppy. Not dead yet, right? But that's 3 times now. Buyers have tried 3 different times to come close to rivaling the buying climate. It's so bad. Eventually, I mean, rule of 3, eventually the buyers are going to give up. And you'll get a more significant drawdown. You'll go test 3.3 cents, the 200-day moving average. But eventually you would love to see an 88% retrace, a big old M shape. That's probably going to be down at like 2.6, 2.5 cents. It would be awesome. Pepe dead. Oh, Pepe, dude, Pepe broke a support and it's going for the M shape. Yeah, here it is, right? You want this to happen. It's not that I thought it was going to happen. It's like, what are we doing here? We're looking for opportunities that increase our probability of an impending reversal, and with the easiest way to manage risk. And like, you want to see Pepe lose another 26, 27% of its value from here. It's already been brutalized. You know, broke that support January 20th, 21st, and going for the 200-day moving average. Haven't even tested it yet, but you still need lower. You would want value, and you would say, I am on strike, a buyer strike, until I get the value I want. You got Amazon in your shopping cart, but you're not going to hit buy until it says, wow, dang, dude, 88% sale on Pepe coin. Slash the prices. Keep slashing them, man. But go ahead, call me toxic, dude. Right? Call me toxic and negative and bearish. Use whatever words you want, man. These markets don't give a crap what you call me. But what they do they like making 886 retraces. Okay? They just do. How about Tezos? Yeah, Tezos, same thing. What was that? The lowest daily candle close confirmed. since November 21st, since before Thanksgiving. Bearish price action. You're toxic. You're toxic for saying that, hey, there was such a lack of demand from market participants that the buyers were unable to go test that 145 level that they had been rivaling from December 21st all the way to January 9th. They couldn't do it, dude. They couldn't do it again. So that is a sign of weakness and can really let you know maybe what's coming, and it has come. I'm gonna come, Trump said. Kamala said, do not come. The buyers said, do not come as well at 145 or something. Sorry. Yeah. So why not wait for like the 200 moving average, 86 cents? That's like then the longer term target, 86, 83 cents, man. Just come to a key level. Come make an 88% retrace. Look, they pump it, they dump it. It almost always, this one doesn't even make 886s. This one always makes 100 to 113% retraces. So come on down to 86, don't even buy it there. You know, wait till like 70 cents, 69 cents. Whew. But wait, there's more. What about Shiba, dude? Shiba was going to take over the world. No. It was going to fail. Buyers were going to fail 3 times to get this anywhere. And then like it gets back to this level and just bearish engulfing candle on the 22nd. Bearish back test of the key level that was broken, the 23rd, the 24th. Follow through. Below the 200-day simple moving average with a candle close for the first time really since November 5th, since the election. Coming on down to 1700, 1799 to test it. Hopefully it holds. Maybe they put in an M shape. Doesn't really look great. I don't know. Like hands off, dude. Okay. How about XLM? Woo. Nasty, man. Failed breakout attempt for the Momo shift. And it tends to happen. It's completely failed now. It's not this at all. Right? When you up thrust through a neckline and immediately fail. And look what they did on the 20th. They back tested it and reconfirmed it as resistance. And ever since then, it's been dumping. So, not much to do here either. This is one where it's like, all right, yeah, they broke the channel and look how that turned out. Like, it would just be better if we could get a 16, 17 cent XLM. It just would be better value down here. A correction is not something that happens overnight, right? We say, hold on.
Anonymous tipped $25. Back to bat, 25.000000 USDC.
Anonymous, thanks to 25. US dollar tether dominance. Thank you, dude. .d. We'll look at that. Thank you, man. Remember what corrections are. They are not events. Buying climaxes are events, right? The peak, the tip top, you know, attempted rallies, I would say events. But a correction is a process, and it takes a lot of time. And during that time, people that were taking high risk on the way up, over trade and get wrecked, chopped up, and eventually this thing retraces deeper than you can imagine, but you should imagine it. You know why? Because these just don't have intrinsic value. They're just cryptos. Even if it's XRP, even if it's Solana, dude, again, they're still digital currencies, digital assets, tokens, whatever. They're just, I think they're just financial instruments that are to be traded. Hey, we identify structures, we identify value via Fibonacci and technicals. Hey, we got good price action, we got an edge. It's easy to manage risk. All right, let's take a shot. But, you know, hey, dude, like right here, Scott Carney, he was like, all right, look, man, this key level from history that no one in the world could argue with because it was so effing real. It was so stupidly real. Look, man, if they recaptured it, they violated it, they recaptured, reconfirmed once and then twice, and it was just blew up. I mean, that makes sense because you can set up a stop loss somewhere below that inflection point, and you know your upside's pretty good. We don't know it's nuclear, right? But you know, okay, 10.5, 13, 14 cents, maybe 16 if we're lucky, you know, like from here. Like that makes sense. Up here, you're just in la land, dude. Like it doesn't even... go look for a stock, man. It almost, what is it, dude? Is it just like we now bearish consolidation? Is it like a flag? I don't even know, man. Like, call me when something develops that looks bullish, you know, like really, really good. I'll tell you one thing though. All right, so okay, for instance, random, okay, super random. And I don't have my work saved on this, so give me a second here. But I want you to think about, like, okay, this is a trade setup posted, okay? This is very, very real. Let me see. Was it the weekly? Yeah. I've got the swing low right there. Yeah. So think about something like this that was destroyed. And it was like all-time lows, and then the chop, and then all of a sudden, though, the buyers started catching their footing, and now we have an identifiable, recognizable pattern that represents accumulation. One valley, the second valley, now the third valley. And that 2911 was back tested on the weekly last week. And so 3 rising valleys happening at an undeniable level from 2013 and 15, okay? Like, this is like kind of the stuff you look for. This is what some altcoins were doing in September through October, by the way. And they just happened to go up 500%. And now they're going to be in correction mode possibly for a while. Like, this is the stuff you're looking for, right? Predictable patterns at key levels from history. Accumulation identified, right? Here's your lowest low, October 2022. And then look at all this time, the sellers did all they could to violate and break this level, but they failed. And now you're seeing more than before. There's like a composite operator who has an ongoing buying campaign. And so you know your upside is really good if it succeeds, right? If we resolve on the rule of 3 here, well, why would we think it's very real possibility we're going to get resolution soon? Because you, on the third valley, on that back test of key level, you have impending price action continuation implied on the weekly MACD histogram. All right, hidden bullish divergence on the third valley. You got like Class C hidden bullish divergence. You can see right there, Class C hidden bullish divergence in the RSI. So you have a really compelling argument for $42 given enough time here. You can't, unfortunately, in the crypto market, there's just none of this because it all is gone now. The comet went, oh God, the comet's the other side of the solar system right now. It's in the Oort cloud. God, it's so far away. So this is what you look for. Does that make sense? Okay, trade setup and Citadel Patreon. So what is this? Okay, if you don't know, KWEB, this is how you'd gain exposure to DeepSeek AI. It's now #1 on the Apple App Store, and it surpassed ChatGPT. So weekly through rising valleys, spring back test, and hidden bullish divergence. Key levels, max upside. Just your first target. Think about it. First target, nearly 40% upside, and we know that. Cut your losses if it's fallen below 26, because you wouldn't want to own it below that level. You have an argument not to own it. Other than that, man, you are... And someone could make an argument that you got like Wyckoff accumulation too. Like, right, this is the beginning of it. Okay, the top of the range would be like 34, 46, fine, whatever. But there's more context to it. So, really like it here, man. Shout out Lux Algo for just bringing... I didn't even know about this, and scrolling through my X, and yeah, my buddy Sean, who owns Lux Algo, he was bringing up just all those stats about it, and I'm like, I looked at the chart, I'm like, oh my God, this is great for a position trade where someone just buys this tomorrow and they just hold it for months. Good investment. Okay. Anyway, see, there you go, dude. On Bitcoin, What are they doing? They're bearishly back testing the key levels that we needed to be support. It's now resistance. 2 different levels. The demand line, a horizontal line. It's bad. It's like not what you wanted to see there. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so you want to keep looking at S coins? Fine. We can. What S coin? Avalanche. Let's see. Okay, this is what we want. We may never get it, but we would like this. We would love it. And it's kind of doing okay. It's not performing too bad. It's not getting wrecked really hard, but you would wish that we could get this. Okay, you'd want to see Avalanche hit 26 bucks and change, and then rally, and then valley, and confirm a bottom here, and be the highest low of the uptrend, right? You would want this, but we may never get it, man, because it could just pump now. Bitcoin goes crazy, and just, oh, well, the trade setup never, you know, what we want never occurred, but it randomly pumped here. That's fine. We're not looking for random pumps, though. We're just looking to apply the framework, okay? My clock? Do I have a clock? Is something ticking? What are you talking about? My clock sounds like your heart sound. Confused. You know what's crazy? I don't even know if this is real, but I saw it on X today. Like Bitcoin retail, whatever retail means, retail interest is at 3-year lows. But it did spike, you know, during the run up, the 50% run up. But it has definitely just collapsed. So the normies came and went like a summer storm. And I don't really know what that means for Bitcoin. And the question is like, can you trust it? Because what happens if like the normie retail is like buying IBIT? If they're buying IBIT, does it equate to like Bitcoin spot price? You know, I'm not sure. Okay, so how about Adam, dude? Adam, wait for it, right? Why would, I mean, maybe it rallies here, but wouldn't you want to see a 460 Adam if you gave it enough time? No one wants these things to lose crap loads more of their value, but for a swing trader, again, if you want value, you would want to wait. Let's see. Let me just go to these requests real quick. Seether wanted, what's up, Don? Thanks for the 470 super chat. Thank you, dude. Much love. SQQQ. Remember, there's decay on this, so it's always going to be trending towards 0, but yeah, for sure. Well, it's split, so it's screwed up all my stuff, but yeah. Yep, you're saying a deep crab? Is an 886, looks like it. Yep, 886, lower high, 1618. Well, remember, it's not there yet, so a 1618 would be lower, a lot lower. Dang, man, right? Yeah, you need to see this thing at like 2245. It's at a 1414 right now, so okay. I think all my lines got messed up because of the split. They did. They always get screwed up. This thing always splits, or reverse splits, or whatever you want to say. So, yeah. I mean, wouldn't that mean there's more upside on the QQQs, right? By a lot. It's 27.93 right now, and you want 22.39. That means like, wouldn't there be? Because remember, Deep Crab has one PRZ, price reversal zone. It's the 1618. There is no. If this was a 78% retrace on B, then you'd have a 1272 to 1414. So NBD Sniper, thanks for the $2.10 super chat. Thank you for watching. Thank y'all. So the answer would be yes, deep crab, potential deep crab in development, not yet at its PRZ by the book. Okay. The next one was US dollar tether dominance. Yep. Okay. By the way, sorry. Jonathan, how we doing, man? Did you have a good weekend?
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
Do you know the way?
Well, just, you know, a bunch of failed attempts from buyers to break the top of the range, and just a bearish engulfing candle was confirmed. And, you know, like if it was to truly go to the bottom of the range, a lot of downside, right? 3 trillion. So it's just another testament to like, hey, it could just randomly go up now. That's fine. But man, you're not looking at an asset that's testing the bottom of a range or anything. Like you would like, hey man, I want to go long on an asset. Okay, something like this, and then recapturing and then reconfirming. That would be amazing.
Sharknonymous tipped $25. Can I get a look at MGX? Came across it other day.
Sharknonymous, thank you so much for the 25. You're super anonymous as Sharknonymous. Thank you. No one would ever know you're a shark. Maybe it's some other sea creature. Thank you. Like, hey, you want to be a swing trader? You want amazing stuff? You want stuff like this. This is what you wish you could have. But when you're up here just doing this, like there's just nothing to do. You're at a casino pulling slot machine levers, rolling the dice, just no edge, just hanging out, hoping to God that it hits. Like that's down here when it violates, recaptures, reconfirms, then you got an edge. You're playing poker. You got a really good hand. You just don't have a good hand right now in poker. In poker, in crypto. Unfortunately, even if it goes up next, okay? It was dollar to the dom.d. Back to bat. Let's see. He wants the 3-day. Okay. Well, real quick, let's look at that daily was fantastic. The bearish back test of 5.48 once and then twice. Beautiful, collapsed. But yeah, now in bear flag. Now we have, he wants the 3-day. Bat. Well, you've broken this multi-year demand line. Going back to 2017, you like broke it, right? Wow. And they're like bearishly back testing the demand line as a supply line now, which is kind of good, right? You kind of love that. But if you're talking about a bat, it's like, well, there's certainly no accumulation. But are you talking about something like this? One of these swing lows getting tested? See, I think like if you wanted that, I think you'd want to see a 2.91%. So it's really not like phenomenal. And the bear pole, bear flag has not hit its measured move. You would think that there would be more downside. I think 2.91 would be like safer for like an M-shaped completion. Like I'm talking about something like this. You know, whatever. 886, right? So you're not there yet. Same thing with that measured moves, not even close. But yeah, is that what you're talking about? He says 3-day back to bat. Because this is like, let me show you real quick. You gotta wonder, is he talking about, this would be like a shark. Or bat, it could be a bat, a shark. Like a, not even, see a 113 shark, it's a 100% shark. Maybe, you know, you're completing an M shape kind of. But yeah, tougher, I mean, tough, man. Like, really, that's kind of where you are, you know. Could go a little bit lower. I do like the fact that a multi-year, 8-year demand line was broken and you're now trading below it. I like that. I love it below 4.7, 4.9%. I think it's all super bearish below all those levels. But yeah, short-term rally could happen here. Absolutely, whatever. Okay, not much to really decipher. Okay, MGX. Nothing about this. Nothing about this looking good. Sharknado. What is it? Nah. I'm good. Big no. Big no for me. Like, I mean, oh yeah, you had a chance above 335, 350, and it's like 3 failures. Awful. Wouldn't you want, like, if it was, dude, like if you wanted it to be like a generational bottom, right? You would want this. I'm just saying. You would just want this to happen and not touch it ever until it did. Like, that's what you'd want. And then it'd be freaking nuts. It'd be like crazy good. You know why? Because if it got down to that point, my God, that's like a Gartley. But then like you would get down to that price reversal zone, and then you'd have like a little support back test. Like they just gapped it up. You get this. Event, you fill that gap, okay, and then you come down here. Oh no, they violated, and they recapture. Oh my God, then we get this. Then it would be like, oh my God, you're a hype king. You've identified a hype king trade setup where, like, if you identified it and it looked like this, we'd be putting your hat in the ring for hype king, and if it played out, you would become hype king. Like, that's what you would want. We don't know if it'll ever happen, but this is what we need if we want an ungodly trade setup. Okay, this is what we want. So I don't think you would ever take action on this asset until you got this. Okay, but have your alerts set up when it goes lower. We'll hear about it. I'll probably forget about this thing tonight, you know, and then maybe the alert will go off one day and I'll keep looking. But man, this could be a dream if we ever got that. So that means that MGX, to be somewhat interesting for a harmonic trader, it'd need to lose 35% of its value from where it is right now. Okay. Does that make sense? Anyone, chat? You getting it? Some people on the same page or not? I don't know if you're on the same page. I'm doing all I can. Like, you know, I may not be the best person at articulating stuff like this, but I'm trying. Okay. I think I'm at least mediocre at this. Oh, okay. Good to see lots of responses from y'all. Yeah, well, Bitcoin just made a bearish back test, 2 levels, and lows of the week, lows of the day. And if you stay below 1025 too long, yeah, you're looking to see 100K. Okay. Hope to God this happens. Metagenomy. Good Lord. Well, like ICX. Yeah, it's kind of holding on, but I still would like 13 cents. It's a nice divergence developing for sure. I just don't know how it would ever catch a bid if Bitcoin's doing what it's doing right now. Hey man, we might be at 100 by morning, okay? Alec, Pixar didn't happen. If you're truly ice fishing, you need to take pictures of stuff like that and put it in community IRL tab or in general chat and show us, because that's really cool. When you're doing really cool things in life and you're in our community, be sure to take pictures of it and post it in community IRL. Everyone's interested. I'm interested. I want to see people ice fishing. I want to see people chasing tornadoes. I want to see people skydiving. I want to see people looking at like crazy views of mountains and wherever you are, you know, like that's cool. Anyway, Bitcoin dumping now down $538. That over $1,000 swing on the day and week. Yes. Solana continuing to draw down. Yeah, this is what happens, man. When you get bearish price action, 3 failed attempts from buyers to do much above the old cycle top, 3 failed attempts to rival the buying climax high from January 19th, and then a upthrust back test of upthrust, and then just rolling over. 221 might be on deck. Bitcoin halving. Thank you, dude, for watching over all this time. And yeah, hopefully I've got my point across. Somewhat. XRP been drawn down. Just a bunch of lower highs. Pepe coin already cooked, down 2% on the new day. Woo, sheesh. Dump it, dude. We need to go a lot lower. Currently at the lowest price seen since November 13th. Old Pepe chat. What, you said the DXY? Dumping. Yeah, up thrusting through key level. 107, 108. Let's look back and see. This is a big inflection point. It really is. Like, see how they up thrusted? They were testing it. Momentum shift. Kind of like some of these altcoins, like head and shoulder continuations. And yeah, below that, that downtrend continued. So that's where we are. You're at a major level of inflection on the DXY. And you're currently trading below it after failing to break it. It would be probably good if you stay below 107, 108 long enough. In fact, you're kind of like right now today bearishly back testing the heart line of that decade large uptrend, decade large channel. And you're testing that 107.70 or yeah level right now on the day. And it's just a long extended rally, almost like a bearish dragon pattern in development. That typical bearish divergence. You look at all that bearish divergence, man. Wow, that's a lot of it. And the same thing, triple bearish divergence on the MACD histogram. Continuing to climb higher with lower levels, so implying that buyers are getting exhausted. So impending price action reversal to the downside. This is a good level to identify it. Yeah, anything below 107.70 to 108.17 is poised for 105.64 first. What's up, Miss Gina? Thank you for watching, everyone. Yeah, it's just your typical crypto market. It's like not really a new thing what all these assets are doing, man. Nothing like breakthrough or revolutionary. They run after patterns develop over a year. The run up happens after the patterns develop. And then you go through corrections that take months. And then you break down, you eventually see 88% retraces. Hot coin was needing to go lower. Yeah, let's wait on hot coin. Why can't hot holo chain? Let's wait for 1.7 tenths of 1 penny. We're not there yet, man. We're working on it. Get there. We'll get there. Especially with this on Bitcoin, you'll be at 100K by morning with this price action. Yeah, broke it all, man. Consolidation structure been going on since January 19th, maybe even January 17th is resolving bearishly. With the bearish breakdown on the new week. All right, man. Well, I've been live now for an hour and 20 minutes or so. Hit that like button, that bell, that sub if you are enjoying the coverage of. But don't blame me for the price. See, if you look at the daily on Bitcoin, you could just understand why going to 100K at this point wouldn't be that weird. David, you did? Dang, man. Crazy. Dow Jones was looking at rocket launches and... Wow, yeah, Unbound. That's beautiful pictures. Wow. Holy crap. Yeah, utilize community IRL more, man. Got streamer mode on. You even game 21, that's crazy. I'll be out looking at stuff like that soon. I'm going on a ski trip in like a week now with Mezzo Gamma and company. I've never gone skiing before in my life, and I'm going to be going snow skiing. And I haven't, you know, felt cold like I'm going to feel in a very long time. Never been to, you know, a frigid place in winter, out like New York I just did, but only for a few days, and I was indoors most of the time. So Bitcoin at lows of day, lows of the week, chat. Very disappointing start to the week. Asia is selling, certainly. And if you are below 102.5 long enough, the target is certainly $99,900. Okay. So Bitcoin's downside potential at this current time, about another 2% to 2.75% downside. Not too big a deal on Bitcoin. Really bad for the altcoins. Like, whoa, who knows how much value they're going to lose with Bitcoin losing 2% of its value. Try snowboarding, it's better. I mean, you know, for a first time ever, I don't know. I'm going to just try skiing. I know it's easier to get going. So, NASDAQ futures down. Yep. The AI sell-off. Well, okay, there's always going to be a narrative to sell-offs, always. Someone's going to be like, well, this happened, so the market sells off. Okay, but maybe it was just you were stalling and you were testing resistance too many times. I mean, like you had the all-time high, and then, look, they came back and they tested once, twice, thrice, and to no avail. So buyers eventually just give up after that and dumps. You're dumping. Okay, 1018, we've lost 102. Continuing to sell off to the lowest price of the week, of the day. And thanks for the 800 people here, but dang, man, 270 likes? Like, what is that? What, you don't care? 270 likes. What is this, 2020? 2019? What y'all doing? Hit the like button. My God. I don't ever even ask y'all to do it. So now I have to be like, please hit the like button, mother of God. Jesus. Oh, we're going to Breckenridge, man. It's going to be good. I don't know what I'm looking at in community IRL. Alec. I don't know. What is that? Looks like a spider web or something. Oh, ice fishing. Oh, yeah, duh. Yeah, that's true. There's your proof. Wow, man. I'm sure that's fun. Okay, every time I'm speaking, we're at the lows of the day, lows of the week. Bearish back test of key levels. They're resistance now, and they should have been support. And yeah, there's just not much else till 99.9, 100K. Oh God, F this choppy market just over and over and over again. It's like a rerun. But in the end, it's like, what would be optimum? You know, at this point, it'd be an X, A, B, C, and then a D. 886 would be 92K. Like, that would be awesome. Like, for a swing trader who cares about harmonic trading, 92K would be awesome. But no, I would never want that to happen, all right? 1016 and falling. Currently down $963. About to be down 1,000 points on the new week. And we've been going for technically less than 1 hour, 59 minutes. And there it is, down $995. There it is, down to over $1,000 on the new week in an hour. So in, what is that? In a 2-hour period, because for 3 hours, this price is just sitting up there. So in 2 hours, Bitcoin's down $3,655 and falling. But I'm toxic, right? For just announcing that. Definitely negative and toxic, dude. We'll see. We've just got over 100 more likes. 375 likes now. That's a little better. Okay, well, let's see if there's any more sell-off while I'm live. I mean, keep it going, man. Might as well just dump it while I'm live, better than when I'm not live. All right, well, unless they recover this thing, we have a 100K target, okay? XRP now down 1.23% and falling to its lowest levels. Looking at it real quick. Not too crazy, but again, that's a bearish engulfing candle yesterday, catching some follow through. Solana down 1.26%. Bearish engulfing candle was nasty, catching follow through. Probably wouldn't want to mess with this till maybe 220. Waiting for a major market catalyst. There are no more. Like, I think market participants noticed that the price that we saw on the executive order day was so bad. Just like, that's it? Okay, priced in. Priced in for now. Dang, dude. Nvidia down 5% overnight. Big tech. Wrecked. Not looking good, man. Okay? Not looking good. Nvidia that was starting that big old bearish engulfing candle. 135.50 right now. Whoo! Maybe it changes. But this is where Nvidia is trading at, where my cursor is. And that's very bad. You can't like it anymore. Now, maybe they like gap it down and we
Would you mind
put in
looking
a
at
third
URL
valley.
image?
That'd be
Thank
crazy.
you.
But yeah, man. Like, looks like tomorrow's gonna be bad. Ryan Q, thanks, dude. Yeah, sure. You, Roy. Let's go. Okay. Uranium. Yeah, this is nice. Very nice. Wow. Okay. Uranium. Well, I mean, I've been here before. This is a 226, 235, major level, right? So when they recaptured it, they pretty much reconfirmed it, and that January 17th. Very nice right there. That's like actionable areas, and they've been running it, and it looks like it's gonna run straight up to 296, 305. Yeah, futures getting wrecked. So it was a nice M shape. I don't think it made an 886. It was like a Cypher or a Gartley. 786 retrace, maybe in between. We can do it like that. 54. See, it didn't quite hit an 886, right? It was just an M shape. But yeah, it wasn't even about the M shape as much as it was that 226 being recaptured. So yeah, you have a target of 296, 305. Now, what was really nice, okay, in the end, was kind of this, man. That right there. That's something else. And that's like a type 2 return, like type 1, type 2. Type 1, and then there's a high or low right here. And that's uranium. Wow. Uranium. So this could be a major reversal. Like this could be, oh, we're going to 450. Oh, we're going to $5. Yeah, this is typically a lot of times what stuff looks like. Yeah, and even if they could do stuff like this, and then come back and do that. Oh my God, that would be legendary if we got something like that. But yeah, this is what it looks like when, I think about how long it took for this to develop, you know, from May of 2023 all the way to August 2024. Like, what, a year and a half? And then, okay, to put in a confirmation low December, even longer. That's beautiful. This could be it. Uranium could be going on a cycle revert, like the complete trend reversal is going on right now with this M shape. Okay, just is. Looks good. Very, very nice. Real quick, if you want to see it, we can. I'm from the future. If you want to see it, chat, you can see it. All right, futures. I got this old channel here. Let's just extend it out and see what happens. Oh boy, right? It's like, look what they did. It was like an up thrust. And now they're back testing the up thrust again. And yeah, you're down 1.52% on the new day and new week. And you are at the tip top of a channel that's been pretty well respected. It's been violated, you know, whatever. But like anchor points on the bottom, like over sold for the NASDAQ futures would be like 19,700, 800. I mean, so what are you doing still? You are still showing the highest high, and all of these highs are lower than this high. So you are not out of the woods at all. Nope, not out of the woods, man. Not the time to be taking fresh longs on big tech. I don't care if it just rips higher. Do you care about what value actually is via technicals, or do you just want to buy stuff because it's going up? Because you don't have, if you were just going long on big tech without a plan, with a stop loss in place, you're just gambling, man. You're just asking to lose a lot of money at these levels. Now, you know, NVIDIA has got that Momo shift, or not Momo shift, but like the spring back test. You better have a stop loss below that level, because below that level, there's no reason to own it anymore. Okay. I wouldn't say we're in a bear market, knock stars. There's nothing wrong with assets going on runs for a long time and then they pull back in long-term uptrends. There's nothing wrong with the NASDAQ futures going to 20K again just to see the bottom of the channel. Nothing wrong with it. Like, do you know what it really is? I mean, it's, you know, or W shape, right? Like, it's a butterfly. It's a butterfly that's hit its, you know, pattern completion zone. The butterfly. I mean, you know, you're up here, and this could very well be where we get a more substantial correction. You're just doing it. It's just the way. And Bitcoin's at lows of day, chat, and it seems like we're going to be at 100K almost certainly now. I mean, like, there's just no support, and the way the futures are looking, wow, like, this is going to be bad. God. That's what happens, man, when I was saying it, like, okay, the executive order, you were pumping down. That was it? Nothing? Okay. Wow, so that shooting star was really something else, wasn't it? A couple days ago at the resistance, the shooting effing star. Okay. Get wrecked. Just, you run the risk of like these things happening when your assets are so high, when they're at extensions at all-time highs and there's completed W shapes. It's like your probability is just higher that that correction that you don't want to happen would be happening here, even if they just up thrusted through the 1.4 and 4. Oh, we're almost at a 1.618. It can still happen. Like Amazon blasted through like a level that made sense with the distribution. It made all-time highs like this, but like doesn't mean it can't just top out here and reverse. I'm saying like this is so extended, man. It could be a type 2 return, type 1, and this is the type 2. Double tap. Man bun double top. He's right here. He's got bags under his eyes, but this time he's saying double tap. Yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Failure for so many days to break this. Joke, man. Send it to 100. Maybe they'll hold it. But if not, understand if they don't. You know, it's a quick ride back to 92. History shows you it's almost certain if they don't hold 98,250, 92K within a couple days. Yeah, that's the straight up, down, up, down. That's like, oh, how many times? And if they hold, then straight back up to 99. Low of day, low of day. Every time I'm speaking, Bitcoin's continuously marking down to the lowest lows of the day. Down $1,100. Down 1.1%. Altcoins are kind of in line, at least the bigger ones. Solana's down 1.3%. Ethereum's down 0.75%. XRP's down about 1%. Yeah, it's not really too bad for them as much as it would be the way smaller coins. Like they're going to get really hit. Yeah, big tech getting wrecked. Bitcoin is also part of big tech, chat, if you didn't know. So, not going to be immune at all. I was thinking like I'd go get dinner because, you know, but like they just we're at session lows every minute. Yeah, let's look at Trump coin. Joke, dude. I can't believe my alerts aren't going off on it yet. Like, what the heck? It should be, maybe I don't have them anymore, but yeah, look at this, dude. Yeah, get rugged, man. I don't know why. Maybe it was Tether. Tether Max. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at this thing. This is Trump coin. And this was the top. Like, this was the absolute top for crypto, I guess. Still, like, higher price than it was at. Rivaling January 25th lows. Wow. I thought it'd be way lower by now. I guess not. Yeah, super scammy, down 2.65%. But since the top, since the highest high of $78, currently down 65.6% in 7 days, in 16 hours. And, you know, that's why it's like, you can't feel really good about it. I mean, I love all the stuff Trump's doing with, like, you know, illegal immigrants and getting rid of all that communist DEI crap and the governments and, you know, like some really good stuff he's doing. But dude, the Trump coin, Melania coin, like, what are you doing? You just killing a good bull market for no reason. You murdered it, man. So now we're at 1013 at the lows of the day. We'll be at 100K at this rate very soon. The next hour we'll be at 100K at this rate. You ready? Yeah, and Michael Saylor bought more this weekend. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, you can keep buying, but there's always someone there selling. Big yikes, man. Like, how many days in a row? Holy crap. We're going on 6 days in a row of just lower closes. Looks like XRP continuing to sell off, down 1.58% and falling. Seems like you're headed to 290. But man, you've made a high. You're making a second high, lower high. Could be going to 270 again. Solana down 2+%. That bearish engulfing candle, the bearish back test, the 2021 high. And that's wild, right? That is absolutely insane what they've done at this level, right? 101265 chat. I cannot leave this stream because Bitcoin keeps making its lowest lows of the day, of the week. 1012. I'm about to break that. We're about to break 101K, chat. 101178 and falling. Keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. All right, yeah. Typically when it sells off like this, it doesn't really... Things don't normally turn around in the morning. But I guess we'll see. Because, I mean, dude, the big tech's dumping like that and they don't recover it tomorrow. Sheesh. And your total continuing to sell off on the new day. Down 1.29%. Yeah, gold is very close to all-time highs, and it is positive today. Very, very positive. Not really very, but I'm just saying it's a well, no, it's technically down 0.01%, but the candle's green, okay, because I guess it opened lower than last week's close by a few dollars or a few cents, but still looks good. Bitcoin continuing to fall, roll over, right? It ran up to 101.4. Now it's about to hit the lowest lows again. And then Solana's like dumping pretty hard. I mean, let's just say 6. It was down. Let's just say Solana's down about 8.4% in 2 hours. Do you hear me? That's real. 2 hours, over 8% down. Pretty nasty, man. Ethereum, though, hanging in there. It's only down 1%, but still, that supply line was super real, wasn't it? Wow, testing. They up-thrusted, and they back-tested the up-thrust below the 200 moving average, dumping. Yeah, dude, you're right here. You do not do anything. You don't own Ethereum till minimum 3,000 to 2,900. And maybe if we get some positive price action correlation down there, we could think about it, but hands off, dude. It's just how it is. But if you're a long-term Ethereum investor, do whatever you want, man. Hold this thing, you know, through all this, whatever, man. Do it. Yeah, Pepe getting smoked. We know, man. We've been looking at it. It's down 3.76%. But we got to wait for it to lose a lot more value. We got a target area for that. Yeah, old Tesla's down 2.7. They're dumping. Woo! Look at that.
Oh, would you look at that?
Tesla is currently at its lowest price since December 20th and getting ready to fall below that. But it all made sense, man. Sign of weakness. Let it be an educational moment for you. They test a key level as resistance so many times, then they sell off and they rally and they fail to see it again. That is letting you know there's a lack of demand on the asset and you could be getting ready for a more significant drawdown. And here it is. We're getting it. Flush into new lows on these alts. Yeah, Apple down 4% overnight. Yeah, all the big tech, the Qs, Spider, you name it. Stocks are down, man. Bitcoin's down. Gold is flat, which is, and then oil is down 1.15% on the new week, if you didn't know. So, risk off occurring. Sheesh, dude. Dump it. Dump all of it, man. Yeah, there's that old diamond that just didn't really, I just deleted it because it's like, I just extended on. You didn't resolve. So that'll happen when you're trying to identify, lesser time scale patterns. They just a lot of times don't wind up being what they look like they are. It's just a bunch of chop, you know. You had a demand line that was broken, whatever. Chop City up here, man. So 1017 off the lows a little bit, but we'll see. It's not always how it seems, right? I mean, I'm just telling you, I've seen it where it looks so grim, we're so screwed, and then tomorrow they end up like faking everyone out. You know, I've seen it sometimes where they continue this, the way it feels right now, like they continue that down. We're going to see, though. All right. All right, chat. Well, appreciate you coming out. Hopefully we've got a few more likes from getting out of here. 423 likes. Thanks for the 800 people here. So about half of y'all just don't really give a crap. I appreciate you watching, but dang, man, like you hit the like button because it's like you're not watching ads. It's free, right? There's no sponsor of this stream. There's no affiliate marketing links I'm pushing down your throat. There's nothing. It's just like, I'm just here trying to provide market analysis. Just give me a like, dude. That's it. You don't have to give me money, nothing, just a like button. Holy crap. So, I get it. It must not be very good, but you're watching. So, I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey. Thank you, Andrew and Anmol.
gonna dip?
I don't know, sir.